And I took a picture of the table. And when I got home, I am not joking. I still have the picture. There's a ghost in there.
I feel like I remember this.
I will show. I think I showed you guys, but.
Hi, I'm Ashleigh, and welcome to the Big Crystal Energy Podcast. This is a place for the crystal curious, arcane-minded, and everything in the in-between. In this podcast, we will jump down the rabbit hole into the metaphysical, esoteric, occult, and spiritual realms. Nothing is off limits. I'm a mom, wife, an orthopedic physician assistant by day, and a seeker of all things spooky and kooky by night. I've spent my entire career in the medical field, but have always felt like there's more out there, and this is where we will explore together. We will have conversations with crystal healers, rock hounds, artists, musicians, spiritual coaches, magic makers, and anything woo-woo that strikes our fancy. Let's take our spiritual journey to the next level. So grab a crystal, pour a cup of tea. It's time to feel the big crystal energy. Welcome back to the Big Crystal Energy Podcast. I'm Ashleigh, and I have a very super special episode tonight. If this is your first episode, I don't know if this would necessarily be the place that you would want to start, but we are a pretty fun group. I have some very special friends with me tonight, and we're kind of doing, I won't say it's live, but it's kind of a live recording. We're on a girls' trip, and yeah, so this is going to be super fun, super special, and I can't wait to get into it. So I'm currently surrounded by some of my favorite humans in the entire world, specifically these two. We've been friends since physician assistant school. We've been friends for over 17 years, which is shocking because we all look so young, basically since elementary school. So we've been together through exams, heartbreaks, births, cross-country moves, late nights, ghost hunts. What makes this group so special is that even though we work in medicine, we've stayed deeply connected to our magic. There's a shared love of the mystical, psychic moments, tarot, mediumship, crystals, adventure travel, and an amazing bottle of wine. We've taken some incredible trips together over the years: New Orleans, Santa Fe, Nashville, San Diego, Scottsdale, Santa Cruz for my wedding. And every single time there's laughter, maybe a ghost sighting, and definitely too many cocktails, because obviously I can barely even talk right now. And we're currently where? And now we're in Park City, Utah. This is your vibes. So today we're doing a live episode where each of my friends is going to share something that they're manifesting into their lives right now. And I have a special tarot card that I've pulled for everybody. And I'm going to give a crystal recommendation. But first, let's introduce the group. So first up, we have Angela, also known as Glitterati. If you're a Big Crystal Energy regular, you've heard her on the podcast before because she's our animal whisperer, intuitive counselor, and the one most likely to receive a message from the other side before coffee. She fosters rescue animals and has a deep, beautiful connection to crazy. So Angela, yes, welcome.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so Angela, what's one spiritual or animal moment recently that gave you chills?
Well, this morning, I heard my name whispered in my ear and it woke me up. And I said, Angela, wake up. But it wasn't anybody there, and it literally,
Okay.
How does that feel?
That feels good. I mean, who do you think it was?
I don't know. I thought maybe it was like my mom or grandma. So I thought there was like the house was burning down or somebody broke in, but everything was fine. So,
and we'll have you know, Angela also has lots of intrusive thoughts. Next up, we have Heather, aka Jean Denham.
Jean Dano.
Oh yeah, Heather is my fellow lover of tooth art and haunted houses. She's a kitchen witch through and through, always conjuring magic through food, but she's also our resident ghost hunter. If you ever lose her on a trip, she's probably down in the basement with divining rods.
I don't love my ghosts.
Okay, so Heather, you're planning our next haunted girls trip. Where are we going?
Ooh, the next haunted girls trip. Money is no object. Right?
No. With us, money is never an object.
Where would I would have to say, even though I've already been there and I know that some of our group is going there, Edinburgh, or as they say over there, Edinburgh, Scotland.
Okay, I love that.
For haunted, gothic, dark, twisty, just the way I like it.
Oh my God, me too. Okay, that sounds amazing. Can we go there now? Let's teleport.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just jump into the astral planes and go there right now. Okay, next up, we have Anne.
Come on.
Come on, girlfriend.
All right, here I am.
And AKA Tiny Tender Sequins.
You can't choose your nicknames. It's not fair.
She's another amazing kitchen witch and one of the most heart-centered humans I know. She does incredible work with the LGBTQ plus community and brings nurturing energy to everyone around her. She is definitely the wise one of the group.
Oh, well.
And we all agree that we could listen to Anne chat with us for hours. What's one way we can all step more into our feminist energy?
Ooh. Well,
Our resident feminist.
Feminist AF. So I think that if you're not identifying as a feminist, you're kind of dumb. We don't use the word stupid in my household, but
You are. Okay.
I think that feminism is just humanism.
I agree. And can feminism be that's for males and females?
100%. Feminism is, again, like I said, humanism. It means that like when we're centering a population that is not being equalized, then we are serving all.
I love that. Okay, next up we have Stacy. AKA Major Mayhem.
Oh no. I didn't get to choose that one.
Okay. Stacy is the firecracker of the group. She's in the Navy. Always up for an adventure and never without a hilarious story. She's got a big laugh, a bigger heart, and enough boldness to cast a group protection spell mid-hike. Okay. Where in the world have you felt the most spiritual connection?
Japan.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because if you've ever been to Japan, the history, it's just even hard to fathom looking at the Golden Temple and you're looking at things centuries old, and the people that have passed through, you just feel the energy. And then you see the Buddhist monks walking through and you hear the bells tolling, and I just think it's absolutely magical.
I could believe that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Dipti. Come on in here, girl.
Hello.
Okay, Dipti, a.k.a. La Dolce Dipti.
Definitely didn't pick that either.
You guys, I know you love these nicknames. Okay, and finally, she's our classy, travel-hungry, wine-loving queen. She takes no shit and is also a huge dog lover. She may not necessarily call herself witchy, but she is. She's joyful, grounded, and knows where the best bottle of wine or coziest Airbnb is hiding. Okay, so if you could teleport anywhere for wine and amazing vibes, where would we be going?
Italy.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Italy. Hands down.
Wine, food,
scenery,
the beach, eat the hot Italians. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what was our favorite trip? Cool. We kind of talked about this a little bit earlier because we've been quite a few places over the years.
I feel like New Orleans, we did like the haunting, and
someone's got to come in here.
New Orleans, we did the haunting little tour. That was fun.
I think that New Orleans really there's Heather, like a ghost in the back. New Orleans had a lot of the elements that we like, right? Like the architecture, the scene, the vibe. It was Halloween time. It had all the witchy stuff, good food, good drinks. Everything was perfect.
And we had a tarot reading like randomly on the street.
Yes. That was by someone that you had gotten a tarot reading with before.
2 years before we found him.
Mine predicted my divorce.
Oh, shoot.
So mine actually predicted that my mom was going to pass. And that was before she was diagnosed with cancer.
Really? I don't remember that.
That was 2 years before. It wasn't.
Okay. I was like, wow. Now, like, if I wanted to find that guy again.
Mine was only, 8 months before?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Okay. So who got the most spooked in New Orleans? Or did anyone feel scared?
Wait, can I tell you something?
Yes, of course.
So I took a picture do you remember when we went to that restaurant and they said, okay, I'm going to come in. Sorry. So we went to this restaurant and they said, oh, this restaurant used to be haunted. And, because it was, I can't remember this backstory of it, but it was.
Were we on a tour?
We were on a
tour, yeah.
And they said that like they would go in and like the kitchen was a mess every morning. And so they started setting a table for this ghost and nobody could reserve that table. They could only sit at that, it was like for the ghost at that table. And I took a picture of the table. Yeah. And when I got home, I am not joking. I still have the picture. There's a ghost in there.
I feel like I remember this.
I will I think I showed you guys, but there's a green ghost. And then I was like, oh my God, I should delete it because I might bring this up. And it didn't fall. Like I haven't had any energy from it.
So I find that because then we can post that picture with.
But it's a woman with like kind of like a turban type of thing on it, and it's green.
It's me.
It wasn't you, Angel.
Okay,
So that was my experience in New Orleans. It was
so that was a pretty spooky experience. Okay, so what's been our most magical moment together so far?
Everyone.
I know it's hard to pick, huh?
I don't know. That's tricky.
Okay, every time is magic. So I just want to let the listeners know it's been so interesting because we've been together for so long, and especially because we get together relatively around the same time every year, we can always see such a huge amount of change and growth. Sometimes it's in a good way. Sometimes it's not always in a good way. But the best thing about us is that we're always here for each other and like we're really able to support each other during these times. And sometimes on a trip, someone will need a little extra support. And we know that and we can really lean into that. Whereas other people, you know, they're maybe in a different place in their life. And it's just been so beautiful to see the evolution over time. And I think we've been chatting earlier today about how special and lucky that we've felt as a group of women to have had this ongoing friendship over the years and really be in a space of no judgment and really being able to be ourselves, because it's so hard to always find that group and to where you show up and you can truly let down your guard and be yourself. Because we all, even though we've been friends, all of us actually have very different personalities. We have many common things, but we also have our own special things.
Neuroses.
Our own special things, as in our own neuroses. Okay. So so where are we going next? What did we decide? We're going to try to make the trip to where it happened for the British Virgin Islands, because two of the girls, Stacy and Heather, have a big birthdays coming up this next year. So we're going to try to go to the British Virgin Islands, possibly do a boat thing.
Pull up.
Yeah. So that's going to be coming up. So anyway, that's the girls. They're amazing. And I'm so lucky. So
The luckiest.
truthfully. So last night was a full moon in Libra with a full pink moon. And we did a little ritual for the full moon. And I talked to everybody. We all kind of talked about things that we're manifesting in and also things that we're releasing. So I'm going to talk to them. We're going to kind of go over some of the things that everybody wanted to manifest. And then I'm going to offer a card that kind of matches what they're going through so that they can kind of sit with that. And then also a crystal. And I don't have all those particular crystals to hand out here, but when they go home, they can find their own crystals.
Get it yourself. We'll write it down.
So Angela, first up, glitterati.
Get in here. Get in there.
Okay. So Anna and hi, you guys. I just need another sip. Angela, glitterati. Angela's wanting to work on what?
Oh,
Mental stillness.
I mean, there's a lot of things.
Gratitude.
Yeah, I think that like I'm constantly looking at like just adding more, not material stuff, just life things, right? And so I need to figure out or just be at peace with what I have, find gratitude in what I have, and be still in what I have. And I am, but not constantly like thinking about the next thing.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So what I picked for you is the Four of Swords. Now, I know that this looks like a poor, exhausted woman that's going to be impaled by four swords, which it is.
Lovely.
But what it really represents is that you need rest, you need stillness, you need that mental peace, and you don't need to change or fix things right now. You can simply be.
Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and your crystal is lepidolite, which is a very beautiful purple crystal. It's really for it's like a nervous system soother, which we know you have a lot of nervous system issues that we really need to. And you are just safe enough as you are, girlfriend. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, do I just shift left now? Thank you for that.
Now you exit.
Thanks so much.
Take your card.
Is lovely.
Take a drink.
We should be doing shots after what?
Oh my God.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but I have something you need to hear. Have you been feeling a shift? A pull towards something more? Whether you're manifesting new opportunities, confidence, or a major glow up, the universe is listening, and I've got just the thing. In a crystal clarity call, I'll intuitively select 3 crystals to support your manifestations, pull a tarot or oracle card for deeper guidance, and craft custom journal prompts to help you take action. It's more than a reading. It's an energetic roadmap. So if you're ready to align with your highest self, DM me on Instagram at mystical.mama.ash for details and pricing. Let's bring your magic to life.
Okay, so next up we have Jean Denham. Jean Denham's hopping into the hot seat here.
Canadian tuxedo, whole piece.
Okay. Love. So Heather is really trying to come into herself, like build like her soul coming together, confidence, putting up boundaries and things like that. So I pulled the strength card for her, which I thought was really,
I love that.
really good. Yes. So the strength card is all about compassion
on the front.
calming the inner chaos, just really just calming down and being strong in who you are. So I picked the Black Moonstone for her, and it's all about soul retrieval, emotional healing, and putting up energetic boundaries. I love Black Moonstone. That's one of my faves.
Yes. We love you.
So
I love.
isn't that cool? Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Tiny Tender Sequins.
Oh, gosh.
Miss Anne, you can pop in over here.
I know. Okay.
Okay. So Anne is working on what? Confidence.
Yeah. So I'm working on removing barriers, being more confident in the stuff that I know I can do. And I think you said I will.
Okay. Kind of banishing doubt, finding work that brings her joy.
Yes.
That's a big one. So I picked the Queen of Wands for her, and it's all about being unapologetically yourself, banishing that inner critic, and fully leaning into your passions.
Yes.
Yes. And so the crystal I picked for her is Sunstone, which is a beautiful kind of like orange with like a little bit of a white speckle to it. And it's all about pure confidence, radiant joy, dissolving self-doubt, and doing what lights you up.
Thanks, Ash.
Of course. Okay. Why is everybody leaving? You're not done yet. Everybody's skipping out over there.
It's not Eric.
We just got home from a very fancy dinner and everybody's leaving. Okay, Stacy. Major mayhem. Come on.
Yes. Hello, people out there.
So Stacy is kind of in the middle of a big transition. She is trying to find a place where she can really set her roots, ground herself, find stability. So we're pulling the 10 of Pentacles for her. So that's all about home, legacy, belonging, building something for yourself.
Nice.
Anything else that you're manifesting?
Well, I've just been on a journey the last couple years of being exhausted and worn out and tired of being caught in this hamster wheel of life. And I said, enough is enough. I need to take ownership back in my own life and create my own destiny. And so it took leaving a job, starting my own company, leaving out of state, going somewhere I know nobody, and just trying to make a life for myself where it feels authentic and I feel grounded in it.
That's amazing. So her crystal is going to be red jasper, and that's going to be all about grounding, homecoming, and protection.
Love it. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. All right. Next up, we got La Dolce Dipti. Oh, my God.
I like it.
I'm not sorry. Okay. So Dipti is in the middle of a big transition, too. So what's going on with you?
I am finally going to venture into something I've been wanting to do for years. So taking the first step. I'm not going to dive into it.
Okay. But she's building something.
I am building
special.
something, yes.
So this is a very big time. Well, there's two things. You were kind of manifesting this new business venture and then just like love and self-love and things like that. So I pulled Empress. Okay. So it's all about creativity, abundance, nurturing. And for her, I picked the special crystal citrine, which is also about abundance, prosperity, manifestation, and just like attracting abundance in the things around you. So I think this is going to be a really cool adventure for you. And I can't wait to hear where it goes without divulging too much, but hopefully it will have benefits for me in the future as well.
Absolutely. Next trip.
Next trip. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Ash.
Of course. So anybody else have anything they want to add about anything?
I'd like to hear about Ashleigh.
Oh, me? I didn't. What is your?
I'm going to take over your podcast.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Hello. Welcome to Stacy's Hour Time. So Ashleigh, I
Yes.
want to ask you,
Okay.
you've been on quite a journey here.
Yes.
Just the last couple of years, and it's been lovely to watch
Yes.
you follow in a new path that's exciting and
Yes, for sure.
inspiring to you. So what are you manifesting currently?
Well, the biggest thing that I have been manifesting is that for my whole life, I've always told myself that I've been a really big introvert and that it's hard for me to be outgoing and talk to people. And I've been really pushing myself to just do this because it's not easy for me to show up in this way and be so like public about everything. And especially with the journey that I'm sharing, you know, a lot of people don't really understand a lot of this stuff, but it doesn't matter because I have to, I have to follow my true calling.
Mm-hmm.
But what I found is that the more that I push myself to do things that are kind of outside of my comfort zone, it's often much less scary than what you think, right? People are much more open, interested. Most people are, especially with, inviting people to come on the podcast, people are so much more willing than you often expect them to be. And so I've been very excited and energized to have these connections, make new friends and all of the things. And that's been really fun.
And you're so good at it, Ash.
Oh, you're so sweet.
So what is your vision? We're going to meet up again in April of 2026. What's your vision for the next 6 months to a year?
Yeah. So one of the things that I'm building, I'm building a website. I'm going to be putting together digital courses, digital products.
Nice.
I'm trying to set up a thing where we can do like one-on-one appointments where it's something similar to this, where we can either meet like over a Zoom call, or if you don't really like the face-to-face, we could just talk and you can send me things that you're trying to manifest into your life, and I can offer cards and journal prompts and crystals and just different things that you can use to help support you during that journey. And then we're going to see merch, stickers, traveling around the world, meeting people, bringing them on the podcast. There's limitless. Yeah. It's super fun. Yeah. It's super fun.
We're excited for you.
And I really appreciate it because I feel so lucky and supported, because sometimes it does. And I've said this on the podcast many times before. Sometimes it can feel really lonely. Like you're just on this island by yourself, because especially in this world this kind of niche that I'm in, when I'm in my little hometown, like most people really aren't into any of this stuff. So I'm sitting up in a little room working on all these things by myself. So at times it can feel very lonely, but it feels so lovely being with other women that get it and that support me. And it's really like, it makes me feel empowered. And when you guys say, oh, you're doing a great job, like all those little things, like they can really build you up.
Well, and for me, I don't come from this background or understanding. I've learned so much from you, educating myself on tarot and crystals. And it's just not something I'm so, I think science minded and based, and I kind of focus on studies and reads. And so it's just been really fun for me to kind of step into something else and grow my knowledge in a different way. And I think that's exciting for anybody who wants to learn something new.
Sure. And like, that's the other cool thing, is that it's fun to be able to blend spirituality with the science too, because I'm a very science-minded person as well. I mean, I grew up, like you, we went to college and we went to graduate school. We did all the same kinds of things, but then you kind of realize that there's so much more beyond than what just always science can explain. And like for Stacy, last year I got her an oracle deck and she's been loving that. She pulls cards from it all the time.
Almost, if not daily, almost every other day. Yeah. Asking questions. And it's fun to explore different thought patterns and what kind of comes up. It always surprises me.
Yeah. And Heather, she was in Salem with me last year. That was a lot of fun. Heather's always been into ghosty stuff for as long as I too. Crystals, ghost hunting, goes on again. Yeah. So that's always been fun.
Much so.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's even though like not necessarily, and Angela, she's very connected to the other world. She's been telling us all kinds of ghost stories at dinner. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's really fun. So, I really appreciate the camaraderie that I have with these girls. Let's see, what else do we have here?
Well, I think I was going to say the evolution of, are we at 16 years or 17?
I think like 17 years
now.
now.
17 years. We all started in, hardcore science, medical sciences, studies. And that kind of is what initially brought us together. It was just the unified exhaustion and difficulty of going through this training and the education. But then it kind of expanded and we've brought in things that we've evolved and we've grown from along the years and things that we enjoy together. And so I think as a group, we started off all like a commonality of just difficulty and stress and education. And then we've just grown to appreciate different aspects of our personality that are kind of coming out through each other.
Yeah. And it's interesting because, especially in the beginning, when you get out of a medical program and you're working, it's so much to take in, and and the work can be so intense, and you're learning so much, and you're really dealing with people's lives, that it's really hard to cultivate a lot of new interests outside of that, because you're just so busy with that. And then of course, several of us have kids and, families, and all of that stuff takes up a lot of time. But then, as the years have gone by, all of us have all really come into our special interests. Angela, you guys have met before on the podcast. She's really in her animal rescue. Now Dipti, she really does animal rescue too, which is amazing. Heather does animal rescue, and she's doing all kinds of stuff. She's got the kids. She's got this crazy job that she's been telling us about. She's got this crazy artist husband who actually designs art for the Olympics, which is amazing. It's just so much stuff that we get to share every time that we get together. And there's always just this amazing evolution. So, I feel so amazing every time after these trips when I get home. It really fills my cup. Even though it's maybe only for a few days, you just feel this really deep sense of connection. And I love that. This group of women, they always inspire me. They always make me feel like I want to do more. I want to do better. But every single one of them is magic in their own special way. And they're so hilarious. We always laugh so much, especially me at dinner last night. I'm not going to say why. And their ability to stay, we all live all across the country. So we always have that connection. We're able to stay connected, even despite the space and the span of time. And we've had many talks about bowels, mental health, and women's reproduction as well. Many talks. And Angela wants to tell everybody that we're in perimenopause, which we are not. Thank you very much. I am far too young for that. Still 25. Not Perry. Oh my gosh. She wanted her nickname to be Perry, as in perimenopause. Okay.
Let's take that home. Better than Gliatta.
Let's take that home.
Our husbands with Gliatta.
Okay, so I want each one of you. I want each one of you to pick a word and let us know what your word is for the rest of the year that you want to embody. So for me, let me give you an example. Like, my word of the year was intuition. So I've been really on this journey of spending time doing a lot of journaling. And when I feel called to do something, sometimes it can be a little impulsive, which I've had a couple impulsive things happen this week, but just following something really that I feel really strongly in my heart. And my crystal of the year has been, labradorite, because that's a very intuitive stone. And that's also one of Heather's favorites too. So who wants to go first? Who wants to tell us what their word of the year is? Come on. Let's do it. Let's get excited.
Say,
pop in.
ambitious confidence.
Ambitious confidence. Yes. Yes. We need that. Life is hard, man. It's hard to keep your confidence going sometimes. Life can beat you down.
I think I'm going to go with rejuvenation.
Ooh, rejuvenation. That's perfect for you. Yes. Come on, Major Mayhem. That was awesome. Okay, Heather?
I'm going to go with sanctuary.
Sanctuary. That's perfect. Yes. Jean Denham loves sanctuary. Come on. Okay.
I'm going to say chill.
You got to get in, Carol.
I'm going to say
She's had too much on. We didn't see your face.
We just saw the hair. We just saw the hair.
Just saw your hair. It's getting frizzier by the second. Chill. Okay, come on, Glitterati. That was a good one.
Okay, general. It's up to you. I'm gonna say ambitious. Just being a movie this year. Yeah, lots going on. So
I love it.
doing that.
This is perfect. This is a good amount of time. So, we're coming in.
And for you.
Okay, here we go.
Soul sisters, love you, Ashley. We wish that everyone out there would have people support them and love them like we do. Yeah. We're very lucky.
We're very lucky.
We're very lucky.
We're super lucky.
These dear friends are very, very important.
Well, whether you're in a soul friend season, longing for your own coven, or just need a laugh and a little magic, we see you. We're clear, we're charged, we are connected, and we're always a little witchy. Until next time, blessed be. Have some big crystal energy. Woohoo! We did it. Did we do it, girls? Cheers.
Nice. Oh, I don't have a class. Okay.
Nice job. Good job, girls. Oh, guys, we're gonna be podcast and YouTube famous now. Thank you so much for jumping down the rabbit hole with me. If you connected with this episode in any way, I would love it if you could share it with a friend.
Also, please tag me on social media. I'm at mystical.mama.ash or at Big Crystal Energy Podcast, mostly on Instagram. It helps so much getting my episodes out there and finding more magical, kooky, and spooky friends. Sending you all Big Crystal Energy. Cheers!